Well. Liverpool won, Tottenham won. I know, it's not a win. It's not a win. I am not saying that we should be celebrating this like we've just managed to stay up. However, guys, this is a huge point. Absolutely huge point. And guess what? Yes, you guessed that right. The Spurs fans are moaning about it. Hello guys, it's your boy Manny here on Designated Hotspur, and it's been a while. I have not posted because I set myself a challenge. I said to myself, guys, if these players are not going to put in a shift, why should I? YouTube is not my day job. It's not my 9 to 5. It's not what puts food on my on the plate of my family. So why stress myself with this team? I absolutely was not looking to do that. So I said to myself, I am going to wait until this team manages to pick up at least 1 point in the Premier League before I post anything. I'm not even gonna lie. I did not go on any shows. I was like, I ain't got time for this team. If this team wants to see me in the championship next season, then au revoir. I shall see you in the championship next season. So I am glad that we've picked up a point, and what a place to pick up this point at Anfield, where we get battered every single year. We go up there, we get battered. I can't even remember the last time we even picked up a point from there. Was that the Wanyama screamer? I think that was the last time we picked up a point. Every time we're very close with Ange. When we're 3-0 down, we battled hard to get back to 3-3, and Lucas Moura just was it Ange or was it Conte? One of it. And Lucas Moura just gave away the ball, and Diogo Jota, rest in peace, scored in the last minute. So I was not having it. I predicted 7-1, guys. I predicted 7-1. So I am glad, I am happy, I am ecstatic if this team have managed for once to show some fight. And if Igor Tudor, even though I will speak on his team selection in a second, managed to get a point, I'm not going to be moaning about that. I think we need to take things into context. Yes, we're still rubbish in totality. Yes, that game lacked quality. But because we've never been in this situation before, it seems like people don't understand that in a relegation battle, it does not matter how you pick up points. You pick up points. That's what matters. So guys, listen, please smash the like, subscribe, hype, share, all the shebang. I am currently on 1,005, I believe, or 1,004 subscribers. Please, let's try and hit 1,500 subscribers. Why not? Let's give ourselves that challenge. So please like, subscribe, share, hype, all the shebang. And let us take a look at the 5 things that we learned from yesterday's game. Number 1, we have learned very easily that playing a back 5 is redundant. Igor Tudor, Mr. Boat Tudor, Mr. whatever you want to call yourself, please play a back 4 going forward. Do not revert to type and play a back 5 again. That does not work. You leave too many gaps in midfield. The back 3 turns into a back 5. It does not work. Yesterday, he played a 4-4-2, which initially I was even questioning it, because when I saw Suso at right wing, I was thinking, my lord, what is this guy doing, right? But he played a back, Vicarian goal, a back four of Pedro Porro at right back, Danso, Dragusin, Jet Spence at left back. Then he had Souza, at right wing, Archie Gray in midfield, Sarr next to him, and on the left-hand side, he had Tell. Up front, he had Richarlison, and he had Dominic Solanke. And it worked. It worked. It worked to the extent that it could have worked. It worked to the extent that it should work. So we weren't, swanky and free-flowing and whatever it is that you want to call us, we weren't that. However, what we were is we were solid. We're solid. We're solid in the press. We were solid in our aggressiveness, and we had enough men in midfield to counteract the number of people that they had in midfield. And that's the difference. That is the key. That is the key difference between him playing 5 at the back and vacating the midfield, and him playing 4 at the back. So I don't want to hear anymore, Mr. Tudor, as to what experiment you're going to do next, as long as you stick to the 4 at the back. I don't condone Souza playing at right wing, but to a certain extent, I do somewhat understand the fact that, well, he probably played Souza, why do I keep getting his name wrong? Souza, because he's young, because he's got heart, and he's not been tainted and poisoned by the players before him. And that's maybe why he did. And I understand that. But please, I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that again, because what it looked like is every single time he was on the ball, he didn't know what to do other than that great shot that he played. But majority of the time, he was literally trying to help Porro defend rather than attack. So what's the point? There's absolutely no point. There is no point playing Souza there, to be completely honest. And I'm sure he probably would have known or figured that out himself, right? But point one is the fact that the back 4 is definitely the go-to formation that he should not be deviating. He should not be deviating from. Number 2, if that was me, I will still sack Igor Tudor. Igor Tudor still technically should be sacked, in my opinion. We should be looking at that point and saying, you know what, that is the point that actually we can use and bolt on to get onto the next stage and actually win a few games to confirm our status in the Premier League, right? That's what we should be doing. That is what we should be doing. But I know that our owners are not going to do that. I know that. Our ownership is not going to do that. And they're going to keep Igor Tudor. And I think it's been already confirmed that he is going to be here up until the Nottingham Forest game at the very least. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, as long as Mr. Tudor actually gets 3 points against Forest, or does not lose, because that game is a do not lose, a must not lose game. Because post that, a few players are coming back. Bagville. Wow. Bagville is coming back from what I understand. Bagville is coming back. Kudus should be coming back as well, from what I understand. Bentancur, there's a slight chance he might be coming back. Romero will be back. So we've got some players coming back. Udogi should be back. So please, Igor, if you want to remain in the post, you need 3 points against Forest. No two ways about that. That's the second thing that we've learned from yesterday. The third thing that we've learned from yesterday is that Danso cannot be dropped. Danso came up with a 7 sofa score rating after that wonderful performance. Obviously, yes, they're going to be teething issues. Yes, he has issues with his positioning a lot of the times, but he was outstanding in my opinion. He was outstanding. He brought calmness to the ball. He defended resolutely. He helped Porro whenever he needed to help him. I genuinely like that, and I genuinely think that Van de Ven should be shoehorned into left back. Don't bring Van de Ven back into centre back, because he's not proven that he's good enough this season. He's not proven to be good enough in that position. He's proven that he loses his head countless times. He is proven that he can't be relied upon in that position. So put him at left back. Jed Spence has not really pulled up trees anyway. Pull him at left back. When Romero comes back, put Romero and Danso at centre back. I don't want to see Van de Ven taking Danso's position, and I certainly don't want to see Danso be confined to the bench. Don't want to see that. Number 4. Oh Lord of mercy, this guy Dragusin. His agent came out recently and said that he is being sought after by Real Madrid. Genuinely, if someone has this agent number, give me the number. I will pay for him to be gone to Madrid. I will drive him to the airport myself. What a useless performance. Pathetic performance. And he actually managed to get a 7.2 sofa score rating. He got a 7.2 sofa score rating, guys. How mad is that? He had the last block with that shot on goal in the very last minute when Porro, the idiot, tried to make us concede an extra goal in added time, right? But Dragusin is not good enough. He's not even championship level. Like, he is horrendous. I don't know how they managed to dupe us into spending money to bring this guy in. It's just baffling. It's just baffling. Get him out the club. Genuinely, get him out the club. He's not good enough. This is part of the shambolic recruitment we've made in, the last however many years. Always trying to go for the cheap option. Always. He's not good in the ball. He's not good in the air. His positioning is horrendous. What is he good at? I would ship him off so quickly. Like, you don't understand. And point 5 of what we learned from yesterday is that, and this is interesting, by the way, because the point that I put down is that Sarr and Gray should not be seen in a pivot ever. What I found interesting is the fact that my eyes told me that Archie Gray was decent. My eyes told me that he was okay. And that Sarr was horrendous. Every time I saw him, misjudgment of play. Like, a couple of times, Gravenberch just turned him as if it wasn't there. And all he needed was just some composure and some footballing IQ and some understanding. And he would have known that Gravenberch was going to do that. But he didn't and got turned. But when I look at the sofa score rating gave Gray 6.5 and gave Matasar 7. And apparently Gray only touched the ball 34 times. 34 in the entire game. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, I think that is a big conundrum, because I don't want to see Conor Gallagher on the pitch. I don't want to see Paulinho and Bissouma on the pitch. So, and I would have wanted to see Archie Gray on the pitch with, say, a Bissouma or a Paulinho, but it looks like maybe my eyes were deceiving me. So maybe put in the comments what you think the pivot should be for the next 2 games and what would help us win. I don't care about the Champions League, to be honest, guys. I genuinely could not care less about the Champions League. I want us to get 3 points from that Forest game. Forget the Champions League. We should be going out. We ain't got time for that distraction. We ain't got time to be mobilizing resources for a cause that's already lost. I don't want to hear it. So, one last point that I actually want to mention, which deserves special mention, is how rubbish Vicario is. Vicario. I saw a stat yesterday that he's been the cause of 68% of our goals conceded. 68%. That is criminal. Criminal. Unbelievable. He made 2 unbelievable saves. One from what's his name? From Cody Gakpo, and then the other one, I can't remember whichever one it was, but he made 2 incredible saves. Incredible. Point blank. Going in. But this guy cost us time and time again. There's no balance. We don't get a solid 7 out of 10 from him all the time. We either get a 9 out of 10 or we get a 1 out of 10 from this guy. He needs to go. Another one. We need a major overhaul if we manage to stay in this division. Major overhaul. But guys, if you've got to this point, please, 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 thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the help and all the support I get from you guys. But please, 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 as per, like, subscribe, share, and as always, come on, you Spurs.